There is no such thing as receiving amnesty without complying with justice. It does not exist. Even in the world that's run by pagan rulers, you can't get any amnesty unless you comply with justice. 100%. Because if you don't comply with justice, you'll die in that jail or you'll be executed for the harm you've contributed to the community. Pagan Christianity taught people that, well, they have a will, a so-called free will. That means they can will for free, and even Most High has to respect and give in and bend over to that will of theirs. That's how proud pagan Christians are. They believe they have a right to will whatever they will, and not only pagan Christians. The secular world also has this attitude. They can will whatever they will because it's their will. And the Most High is entitled to bend over just to allow them to will what they want. Not going to happen. There's a difference between forgiveness. I'm talking about biblical forgiveness and amnesty. Biblical forgiveness is your attitude. It's your Christ-centered attitude that you don't depend on the quality of other people to feel good about yourself. That does not mean that others can just do whatever they want because you don't rely on their quality. But you don't rely on their quality because if you rely on their quality, they get a hold of you and say they can use them to destroy you. So biblical forgiveness is you lining up your thinking with Christ. So you walk in love towards everyone because it doesn't depend upon how they treat you. But you don't walk in love with everyone because that's not possible. Amnesty is when a ruler grants restoration and good standing towards a former rebel, because a rebel has ceded from his or her rebellious ways, they forfeited those ways, and now they've pledged allegiance to the king or to the president, where the ruler is, and they comply with the ruler, and they recognize that they've been rebellious, it caused harm, and now they take responsibility for harm, and as far as possible, they do good. They make amends for the harm they've caused. Okay? And nobody can prosecute them anymore, and they're restored as a citizen or as a subject. That's what amnesty is. Now, either a ruler directly enforces amnesty on a former rebel, or the servants of that ruler can grant the amnesty on behalf of the ruler. So for amnesty to be granted, there must be a ruler that decrees it, that has signed his name on it. Now, amnesty for the whole human race, for every individual human being, has been granted in Christ at Calvary, sealed with his blood. But the condition is they must receive the amnesty, and to receive the amnesty, they need to forfeit relief seeking and all the narcissistic ways of the world. If you don't submit unto Christ's will, who is the ruler of heaven and earth, there's no amnesty for you. So believers should not grant amnesty to anyone who remains in rebellion to Christ, who keeps willing whatever they will. Biblical forgiveness is your personal attitude, which is Christ-centered. Amnesty is the policy of Christ. Okay? And that policy is subject to Christ's condition. No compliance with justice implies that those individuals are not safe to be around. And amnesty is intended to secure safety and security amongst human relationships. And there will only be safety when everyone complies with justice. So someone that does not comply with justice is not safe to be around. So you can't grant them amnesty, because if you would grant them amnesty anyway, they would use that gift to cause further harm. And because you grant them amnesty, they now can have a bigger reach to cause more harm. And as narcissistic as they are, they will never take responsibility, and they keep doing whatever they do. So there's no amnesty for those that don't comply with justice. For those that refuse to comply with justice, but have pleasure in unrighteousness, their sentence will be the lake of fire. Their harm will return back onto them, and will haunt them collectively for all eternity. That's a sentence. It's either you receive amnesty and you're restored or you're reprobated to the lake of fire. There's no other option. So believers should not grant amnesty to anyone that's still an enemy of Christ. That's it for now. Agree with Christ and be at peace.